Thank you, everyone, for having me out today. I'd like to thank most of all Dr. Timothy Johnson, president of the Frederick Douglass Foundation, and also a man who couldn't be here today, Ron Miller, who allowed me to take his spot. I am running for Congress in the 4th District of Maryland against a progressive, Donna Edwards, and we will remember in November. What we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that the problem is progressivism. And the Constitution is the cure. Robert Dale Owen, the primary author of the 14th Amendment, wrote that the Constitution sits in the same place where in a monarchy the king would sit. For the American people, it is the highest object of their loyalty. Well, Robert Dale Owen was right. It is the highest object of the loyalty of an American citizen. It is the highest object of my loyalty, and that is why I am part of the Tea Parties. But I didn't just get in the Tea Party recently. I didn't just get in the Tea Party because a black man became president. I was in the Tea Party, yes, during the health care debates on Capitol Hill, where there were several other blacks in attendance, contrary to what Chris Matthews would have you believe, saying it was monochromatic. Contrary to what David Gregory would have you believe, there was a black woman standing right there next to me, and I explained to her how it was the 13th Amendment passed by the Republican Party, which allowed her, me, and all of our descendants and successors to be free. We need to understand our history. We need to understand the beauty of the Constitution, which allows us to have liberty, to not have that liberty intruded on by the federal government, and to amend it if necessary, alter or abolish it, as it says in the Declaration of Independence. Now, another person who showed up at that Tea Party was Jesse Jackson. And Jesse Jackson had a throng of people around him. And I came up to Jesse Jackson and I said, Jesse Jackson, you were not there when Martin Luther King was shot. I said it 3 times. I think finally he got the message and he ran away. That was the same Tea Party that we were accused of spitting on Emmanuel Cleaver and calling people the N-word and the F-word. It didn't happen. We're still looking for the proof. But I've been going to Tea Parties even before then. I was at a Tea Party on December 16th, 2007, because I've been fighting for liberty as long as I've been interested in politics. Tea Parties have been going on in Chestertown, Maryland since 1773, and I've been participating in those. Tea Parties are for people who want to bring back the freedom and the liberty that is guaranteed to us in our founding documents. I want to leave you with an idea that all of us should know and appreciate, even the Democrats, even the progressives out there. I believe that the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But the second verse of that song says, I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is inside of me. The greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. The greatest love of all is liberty, is freedom, is emancipation, and we should not forget it. As Henry David Thoreau said, I cannot call that government my government, which is also the slave's government. And what do we have but a slave government when the government can force you to buy health care against your will? What do we have but a slave government when the government can tell you what temperature you can set your thermostat at, what kind of car you can drive, how much gas you can use? We do not have freedom anymore because we have a federal government that has become tyrannical in its nature. I base my campaign and my belief system on that passage, Exodus 20, verse 2. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You will have no other God before me. And that is what I bring to my run for Congress, and I bring to the people of Maryland and to the people of the United States. Thank you.